Good morning. Good morning and welcome to Jaxx Vane Studio Live, number 16. We're live 3 times a week on Twitch, and we're working on a sailing game simulator prototype. And today is been pretty much exactly 1 month since I started this new adventure. And I have to say that things are going pretty much as I expected. I'm probably a little bit better than what I was expecting. I'm in a situation where I'm already talking about gameplay a lot and driving the boat, trying to still evaluating a little bit the driving of the boat with different situations. So I'm not still, I can't say I'm 100% committed to the game yet. But it's looking good and it's definitely a fun experience. Let's just recap quickly where we are. Yesterday I did very boring stuff. You remember I had a problem with user interface the other day, so I had to do a lot of work on the user interface to do things that might seem incredibly simple. But when you have to code these things yourself in an engine, they are not that simple. So this is how my camera editor looks right now. And things like these took me ages. So the fact that now I have an input box where I can go delete and write the name. Yeah, that's pretty much half a day of work. Believe it or not, those are the disadvantages when you're working on your own engine. It's still there are still things that don't really work that well. Like for example, you might notice that I press P and the game paused, and then I press P again, and the game starts again. So yeah, there is still no concept of input focus, and especially the manager, the input manager is working completely separated from the input of this text box. So it's not finished by any means. Other things that I cannot do, I cannot move. You cannot see me, but I'm trying to move my cursor key. So I can't really click in the middle of this or delete, or all I can do is backspace and put some names and then enter, and it goes. But it's all connected, so it works. I can now save cameras, and they can also be automatically loaded. Like for example, if I have a replay, well, you saw already that I had already cameras in my editor. So if I go to the TV camera, I can now see the cameras that I saved last time. The other things that I did yesterday was, again, something, it might look super boring, but it's very important. And finally figuring out the gamma corrected renderer, which is a difference that is very subtle, but I really never could grasp the difference between gamma corrected and uncorrected. And thanks to a couple of friends that I have, they're amazing developers. They explain me a couple of stuff, and I basically spent the entire morning yesterday trying to understand how to implement this in DirectX 11. Once you understand, it's not that difficult. The problem is understanding the basic concept. I don't know if I still have some examples. Probably this will show you the difference between the result of an illumination without in a renderer that is not gamma corrected, and with the render there is gamma corrected. Hopefully this works. Okay, so you can see there is a fundamental difference. Like, you know, this one, the illumination is more gradually going to from the bright side to the dark side. And the fun thing is that we are so used to see illumination working like this, and if you think about it from a mathematical point of view, it could look correct, but this is actually the correct one. And you can see that here the part where it's smoothed down and goes to black is much smaller. And if you want to convince yourself that this is actually how reality works, all you have to do is really look at the moon. Look at the moon, and you will notice that this is not what you get when you look at the moon. The moon is not illuminated this way. You know, the moon has a much stronger difference between the illuminated part and the dark part. So yeah, boring mathematical stuff and understanding how dialectics wants to automatically do this transformation between spaces, between, you know, RGB space and linear space. But everything seems to be working. So I think we can move on. I also did more refactor. I did lots of boring stuff yesterday. So today hopefully is a more fun day. And my to-do list for today, what I want to do is smooth foil dropping. Let's go quickly to see what this means. Very simply, very simple to understand. You can see that now I have a foil and I can drop it, and it's basically instantaneously going from up and down. So the idea is to have this happening slowly. Why the right side doesn't work? Okay, down. It's the going up that doesn't work. This always works, and I can also invert it. This one is stuck. All right, this should work. Yep, and up. Up. This could be, obviously this could be better, right? It could have an acceleration to speed. And then I think it's fine that it locks in position in one block, but it should probably accelerate. Don't really know. Okay, let's try this. So, boom, right. Change side and raise. Very cool. Very cool. All right, so that was as easy as I was expecting. About 20 minutes to complete, so not bad. Let's move to the cool stuff. All right, okay, so first thing first. Here you go, okay. So now we can see it very, very clear. So we are going at 10 times slow motion, and it's not a slow motion, it's a sequence of frames, because that's how our replay works. Now, if I implement the ghost mode with the same system, it's not going to work. I will basically see the ghost moving, how you say, stuttering around. So in order to fix this, I need to make this smooth. So when we see this, we should see it smooth. Okay, I was saying, if you're curious about what this lerp does, it's a very convoluted way to do it. I basically go in C++ land to do this, And in C++ land, what I do, I'm using the XN, whatever they call it, the DirectX math library. And what I'm doing, I'm converting this to quaternions, the rotation part of this matrix. Then I do a slurp on the rotation on the quaternion. So I'm making sure that my rotations are correct. You can't just take a matrix and linearly interpolate the vectors of the matrix between two matrices and expect the result to be correct. You could be lucky if the difference is small, but if the difference is big, like in an animation, you will end up in this kind of situation. So it does the slurp, then it converts back the rotation component into a matrix, and then I do manually the position lerp, because you can lerp the position of a matrix, obviously, but not the rotation. So it's a little bit convoluted, but should work. I never tested this, so I have no idea if it's going to work or not. That should do it. So now in theory, we should see a smooth, hopefully that lerp. There you go. Here we go. So now we're seeing a smooth interpolation between these values. Just want to make sure that it works fine with rotations. Very difficult to see, but it looks to me like it's working. So what we do next? Now we can move on and do this ghost. Now the question is, should I start another file for the ghost, or should I make it live in the replay? And then we need to render it. So we render our boat, and we also render the ghost boat. I will be incredibly surprised if this works. Let's see. Do I have, okay. Hold on. I see something I like. I don't understand why it's got the same texture as me, which is something that probably I will have to, just want to check that I put the unicorn. Yeah, okay, but it didn't work. Interesting. Well, we'll fix this another day or later. Let's see what happened. That's what I was expecting. So that's their boat stuck there, waiting for me to start the lap. So in theory, as I start the lap, it should also start. Can we get the foil, please? Did I break something? Okay, come on. All right, that's foil. So in theory, sadly, I'm starting on the opposite side, but I will change direction as soon as we start. So in theory, this guy should start as soon as I pass. Yes, it did. Unbelievable. When things work like this. All right, let's go straight away on the other side. Oops. Foil, foil, foil. Come on, accelerate, accelerate. That is so cool. I'll try to sail higher than him. Let's see. I lost badly. All right, so in theory, this is either going to crash now, or the guy should stop there. Okay, perfect. Stops there. So now in theory, I should be able to go around, start again, and he should I'm cheating. I'm going on the other side. So did it start? Yes. It's amazing. It's working. Okay, so let me ignore. Let me try to go as fast as possible, as high as possible. And then we see where we are. Oops, don't touch the water. All right. That was a bad. I need to make the mark bigger, because with the waves, I had no idea where I'm going. I have no idea where the marks are. But I'm behind the ghost boat anyway. Where is it? I'm still sailing into. Here's the mark. Okay. Still can't catch him. Anyway, ghost boat. So ghost boat is going to be probably have something like an avatar. So basically what I'm doing now is, all right, we got it to work as quickly as possible. But I want to now make it a little bit more clean. And this should give us exactly the same we had before. Yeah. So let me just check why we are not getting the right skin. Right? So we got our orange boat. Do we have our white boat? Ah, the unicorn. Here we go. Yeah. Yep. So now we can raise. Let's see. Let's try to start and be always higher than him. Let's see. Go unicorn. Okay. We are higher, but we're also slower. Oh shit, I got distracted straight away to look at him. I'm in the water. Come on, foil. Yeah, look at the unicorn, he's already there. I'm so shit at this. He's actually coming back. That's so cool. But this is going nowhere. I can't do it. I cannot do it this way. I think I need the ghost player to be also recording. I don't have other options. All right, I think I need to change this. I need to change this. I need to have current lab. That's cool. That looks cool. not immediately. That's my problem with functional. I wonder if it looks very clever. I wonder if you look at it, if it takes more time to understand what's going on written like that. I wish I had the opportunity in Kunos Simulazioni to say, oh, from today, everybody, we move to Rust, right? And see how the other guys would react and how long it would take them to learn it. For me, it was slow because I've been playing with it a little bit, like during weekends for about 1 year. Is to solve the problem. For example, I have a place where I just went unsafe. I have the draw call, which is really like low level engine. And what they do, and if you see, it's all unsafe. It's all pointers. I didn't want to deal with it. I didn't want to deal with lifetimes, and I didn't want to copy stuff around. So I just went with this, with unsafe. Let's finish at least a lap. And see what happens. I will cheat. I will start on this side of the mark. I'm cheating. All right, let's go. I don't know where the ghost is. Hopefully I didn't break the ghost. Actually, I didn't check. I didn't check if the ghost is working at all. Too concentrated in trying to go fast. Yeah, I don't see any ghost here. Is the ghost somewhere? Yeah. It's behind me. Oh, this is so cool. Oh, thank you very much. No. Oh my God, no. Yes. All right. Okay. So I think I did beat it. Thank you very much for the raid. Updating ghosts. Okay. So lab completed, blah, blah, blah. Updating ghosts. So yes. So in theory, now my new ghost should be the one that I... Yeah. Thank you very much, man, for the raid. Interesting. I see that the ghost boat is now... I think we have a problem because, of course, I started the recording the entire last lap. So now the boat is starting from there. Going nowhere. But anyway, let's go and see at least if... Well, we know that the new ghost started all the way right on the right. So I know that if the new ghost is the right one, it will start on my right and pretty fast on my right. If you start on the left, it means it's still the old ghost. So let's see. Bang, here it is. All right, okay. Yeah, looks like it's working. Yeah, okay, so it's actually my code, right? That's what we're saying, it's my code. So yeah, 13,000 lines of Rust at the moment. New Zealand. It looks so cool. Ah, that's so badass. Come on, come on. I, I keep repeating the same thing. I need to do the markers bigger. I really cannot see them with the waves. I have no idea where I'm going. Let me talk anyway. And I don't know where are the marks. Ah, here they are. No way I can. Oh my God, I'm making a mess. Oh no, New Zealand passed us. I made a mess. I have to make this marker bigger. Come on, accelerate. Come on, come on. There is no way to catch them. Yeah, interesting sail, I know. One mistake and you can really be losing a lot. I wonder if will this thing work with the replay? Now we're really into will the ghost work with the replay? Oh shit, it works. That was not planned. That was not planned. That is so that's so cool. That was really not planned. Cool. That's a nice shot. Let me put this one so I can use it as a this is a cool shot. I wish I could. All right. Well, I think what's left to do what's left to do for this ghost thing is to save the data once we go out. So if it's got a new lap time, a new ghost, it will just save it. And it's almost done. So I can say that is pretty much job done for today. So thank you very much for checking me out, guys, and spending this, how long? 3 hours and a half with me. Also, if you watching this on YouTube, remember that you can follow this live on Twitch. You can follow there, subscribe there, or subscribe on YouTube. The most important thing is you share this video on social media so as many people as possible will know about this game, which is still a prototype, but you know, I'm getting closer and closer to actually thinking about announcing that this is the project that I'm going to do for the next couple of years. So thank you very much, guys, and I will see you Monday morning at 10 o'clock. Ciao, ciao.